they go from the 14. Red Saxon bounced out beautifully. Under Your Spell and William Robertson are there. Humdinger's up there with the lead, and Forever Mine is racing around that group to be up with the leaders too. Followed by Captain Peg and Bingwas further back in the field. Unzen behind them. MK's Pride, Porter Manzano about 8 or 9 off the leader. Sound of Warning is further back in the field, and the back marker is Team Gold as they climb their way now through the 900 metre area. Out in front is Humdinger, leads the way a length and a bit to Forever Mine and Red Saxon. They go together. Forever Mine just taken a hold against the steel. They race about 2 lengths off the leader. MK's Pride further back in the field. Irish Tractors behind that lot, and William Robertson is racing further inside the runners, 4 lengths off the leader. Captain Peg behind them. MK's Pride, Bingwa go together. Team Gold, Unzen. Porter Manzano's got 10-11 to go. Sound of Warning is back along the inside with about 400 to go. Red Saxon has now hit the front. Under Your Spell is racing on its outside. Forever Mine and William Robertson, they're on the chase as they come down to the final 200. Red Saxon the leader. William Robertson looking to run on. Under Your Spell is racing over to the outside. Under Your Spell has come home really well here. Under Your Spell has lengthened its stride in the closing stages. Under Your Spell, Red Saxon, Humdinger behind those. Forever Mine, William Robertson and Team Gold. Here's a look at the head-on replay, and this is where Under Your Spell starts to lengthen its stride. Now they've got about 200 to go. Red Saxon clinging on to the lead for as long as possible. William Robertson inside of them starts to go up and down, but now Under Your Spell has got other ideas altogether. Takes over with 150 to go and does win this, the running of the Hawaii Stakes. Sponsored by World Sports Betting, and wins it full of running.
Well, the World Sports Betting Hawaii Stakes has been run. This Group 2 event, proudly sponsored by World Sports Betting. Stephen Karam is here to come and present this lovely trophy. He is, of course, the customer liaison and head of racing sponsorship for World Sports Betting. Studio 88, Golden Grooms, we'll be chatting to them just now. Now you come stand with me with the winners stand, Louis. Under Your Spell, we made her the best value bet on the card. She was 12-1 this morning. I nearly fell over when I saw that. And Sean Terry, well done, the big trainer on the big days. And so lovely to have the owners here. I know they've expected big things from her, and she's done it. She keeps on proving herself. Summerhill Studbred, well done to you. Louis, my only concern today was the fact that you'd never ridden her. But well done, and now you know how good she is.
Yeah, 100%. My only concern was only in the race itself when I was stuck 3 wide, and I was like, oh dear, yeah, it's not ideal. But I tried to race as tight as I could, you know. And Manga went a little bit early, and he gave me cover. Then I just sat longer and longer. And I mean, every time like I asked her to take the ball, it was instant she was there. Then I was just more confident, and then I just bided my time. I mean, it was instant when I asked her to quicken up. She just dropped down and quickened up, and she ran to the line. So yeah, just a great training feat for Mr. Terry. You know, it's not easy racing 3 wide and still win a Group 2 like that. So yeah, very grateful, and well done to all the owners that are here. We really appreciate the support, and yeah, just all around. And thank you to all the sponsors of the day, and thank you to my sponsor, L'Oreal Bistro. So yeah.
I'm going to give a big compliment, Louis, to come all the way here, take on the likes of some Mungas and of course Richard, and not knowing the horse. We know she's good, but well done to you, just proving yourself as one of the top.
No, thank you. I mean, it's not easy, especially taking on the guys that are quite familiar with the course. You know, it's always comfortable to ride on a course that you're familiar with. So yeah, but also, you know, when you're riding for a top yard like that and a top filly like that, you know, it makes the job much easier. So just grateful.
Well done, Louis. Nice grade 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Another grade 2 for Louis Mxothwa. And here he is, the man of the big races, Sean Terry. How many times I've stood with you in Group 1s, 2s and 3s, but let's keep it about the owners. They've been so patient, but she's been such a champion since she started.
Yeah, they haven't had to be patient, this bunch, because she started winning at 2 and started winning features at 2, and they've had a real good time. But I must say the patient owner has been Terry Henderson, who bought into this filly from OTR management, and he's been an absolute gentleman. Obviously she was supposed to go to Australia and she couldn't get out, and there's been no moaning, no complaining. He's enjoyed the racing here, and he's been an absolute pleasure to train for. And I've got to just say thank you, Terry, for first of all buying the filly, and second of all having the patience and the energy for this game in our country. Thank you.
Well done, Sean. A lovely double so far. Another Group 2 for you, and well done, Sean. What a lovely day.
Thank you. I must just commend Louis. He rode a good race. I wasn't saying that when he was 3 wide, but he was patient in the straight, and he let her find herself, and she kicked on well, as she does. I mean, this was Calvin Habib's sweetheart, so I'm sure he's watching, Calvin. And then I asked quite a few jockeys early to ride the filly, and they were fixed up. So, I was surprised because I thought she was well weighted in this race with the sex allowance. But lucky Louis was available, and he's got the job done, and well done to him.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Well done, Sean Terry. Now let's get these owners in here. These are the guys and girls that have been with her from the beginning. She literally is top class. I mean, I'm stating the obvious, but this is one of her finer wins.
Yeah, I mean, it was amazing how easy she did it today. I certainly didn't have your confidence that she would win. She's always gutsy, she always runs a place, but today was breathtaking.
And it must be so exciting for her to be a broodmare one day. The names on that trophy are phenomenal, and I think she might be one of those.
Yeah, sure. I think there's a big shout out to Terry Henderson here. He put his money down. Some of us stayed in the horse with him, but he put his money down, and she's delivered for him. So congrats to him. It's a great pity he did want to take the horse out the country. Protocol's very difficult at this stage, but it would have been wonderful to watch her race in Aussie.
We're quite happy having her here. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Well done. Are you going to come and have a chat? Now, I've always chatted to you guys about her since day one, and every time I've spoken to you, said, no, she'll win, and she's done it again.
Yeah, it's amazing, eh? I just want to say a special thank you to Sean. We've been syndicating him with him now for the last couple of years. This is, I think, our 3rd Group 2. We've had 3 Group 1s. He's just an amazing trainer, and it's just so amazing to be part of racing with him in it. So thank you to him. And I just want to dedicate this win to my daughter, Maria.
Lovely, well said.
Yeah, I told you the last time, eh?
You did.
Wait.
No, you told me every time, though.
Every time, but I'll tell you again. Let's start from the beginning. She's a rocket. She's a champion. She's our baby. And to Sean, the stable, Chad, and Alan, and Larry, that couldn't make it, and our partners overseas. I mean, what more can you expect from this filly? She's just unbelievable. And to our syndicates, as Jared said, we're building something special at the Terry stables, and the nationals are coming. Don't be scared to dip your hands in your pockets, owners. We're waiting for you, and a lot of horses, and we're happy to syndicate.
Well said.
Well done.
Thank you. Now, here's your trophy. Here's Stephen Karam, and you got the big one and the floating one. And, of course, Stephen Karam from the World Sports Betting themselves are sponsors. He is head of racing sponsorship and the customer liaison. And these owners deserve this because they've literally thought she'll win every time. She's that good. And I can just imagine where this form line's going. Thank you very much to all of you. Yes, of course.
Uncle Craig, I don't know why he won't come in the photo with us, but out of all of her 8 wins, she's only ever won at the course when he's been at the course. And last year he got a bit sick. And he was off for a bit. And she never won during that period. And since he's come back this year and watched her twice in a row, she's won twice in a row again. So he's definitely our good luck charm.
Good, well said. Now, he'll take some of the money. Don't you worry about that. Now, thank you very much. Stephen, do you want to come and say a quick word before we get the groom in here? What a pleasure having you guys involved again. We've got Bob coming in a little bit later, and another good day.
Yes, it's an absolute pleasure to be part of the day. I mean, obviously for racing, they're putting on a great job. And it's an absolute pleasure to actually hand the trophy owner to these guys. They all punt with us, and they become like family.
They certainly have. I mean, she's just so good. So it's actually quite fitting that we have a filly like her. I think she's going to be a top broodmare, so she'll stay on that trophy for many years, obviously.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, she's an absolute champion.
It's lovely having you here. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, and enjoy your day too.
Cheers, thank you, Lau.
Thank you, Stephen. Now, finally, we have not forgotten the groom. Now, we are going to speak to Daniel, of course, and Daniel, in fact, I'm going to bring Reino in. If you wouldn't mind actually coming in, Reino, just standing there, because Studio 88 do so much for the grooms, and this is another one, and you're representing the groom. Of course, you're Sean Terry's son, for those of you who don't know. Well done to the groom.
Yes, I want to say well done to Sanele. He did a really good job with this filly, and he deserves this win.
And the reason he's not here is because he's looking after the horse. That's his job, and he does a great job of it.
Clearly he does.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Reino is the sponsor. There's the trophy for the groom. And, of course, there are 5 grooms get money, not just the one. And they also get a voucher from Studio 88. And Reino is here to represent them. Reino, I always go on about Studio 88. They don't have to do anything, and they do. And it's a nice sponsorship.
Oh, absolutely. And I always say this, it's not just a business decision. It's a passion project for everyone behind the brand. So we're always excited to be out here.
I've spoken to you many times, and I hope we speak many more times. And just thank you to you and your company for what you do.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. That's Reino du Plessis representing Studio 88. Thank you, World Sports Betting. Nice catching up with Stephen Karam. And you won't get a more bunch of passionate owners there. Literally every time I've spoken to them, they said she'll win every race, and today she's done. She's come through and won. Our value bet on the cards done the job. Right, so that is the 5th race done and dusted. Our next two are the big two, of course, the SA Fillies Classic and the Classic itself. They're the big 2 trophies on to my right there. We'll be playing for them shortly. I'll get you back upstairs. Studio, I'm not sure where you're going to go to, but we'll be back here at Turffontein very shortly.